We're live. We're live. We're live. Can you help me out here?
I don't know.
Just take hold of it. That's all. I got to do two things at once. All
All
right.
right, we're live from the car, actually. We both have doctor's appointments today, so we decided to, or at least I had a brilliant idea that we're going to do this from the car. So anyway, we did have a thought today for a topic. And the thought
is the three, go ahead.
The three fears, the three primary fears of an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
The three primary fears of the entrepreneur. You got it started?
Yeah, it's already started.
All right, cool.
We're live. So we're going to talk about that right back in a moment.
Good morning, my name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Like.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're here and we can see you.
All right, I'm thinking if you hold it over there and let's angle it towards us.
I don't know if that's working or not.
All right, give it to me then.
Okay. Because I gotta also do this.
I was thinking if I turn this way, we can get us both in. Okay. So anyway, I was wondering if we could even cover this topic in the time that we have. That's not gonna work.
You're gonna cover my face every time.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. So I'm trying this way.
Okay. All right. We're having a little technical difficulties today. We got comments. Hey, Miss Vicky. Good morning.
We're probably making people dizzy.
I know. We don't want to make you guys dizzy. We appreciate you joining us on this fantastic Friday. I know what it is. I'm in my seatbelt. I can't do anything in my seatbelt.
All right. So we only have a short time before we go in there today.
Yes.
I ran out of the house with a rag. I hate doing that.
Good morning, Sheila. Hey, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate
All right,
you.
So let's just do this real quick.
Today.
I'm going to tell you what the three primary fears of entrepreneurs are. And it was inspired by a talk I heard this morning from Dr. Dennis Waitley. Now, he's old school as heck, but there's still like nothing better than his stuff. Just like the Bible is old school as heck, and there's still nothing better than that.
I know.
There's nothing better than Think and Grow Rich. And that book was written in 1939. So there's nothing better than these old school thoughts that
still work. They just have to be rethought with today's wisdom or experience or technical,
filters even.
Yeah, exactly. Good morning, Shaki. Shaki got back up last night after I'd already beat her. Oh my God. I'm going to have you chained to your bed.
That's crazy. So here's the three thoughts.
She says, good morning, empowerment.
I want to introduce them early so we can have a chance to chop them up for a little bit.
Yes, three fears. And I think that they are
of entrepreneurs.
Rather poignant.
Mm-hmm. The first fear is the fear of, I told you the three this morning.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is the fear of change. Mm-hmm. Now, the first one is the fear of rejection.
Yeah.
The fear of rejection, the fear of change, and then the fear of success.
Yes.
That's what the three are. The fear of rejection.
And change and
success. Now, the fear of rejection manifests itself in a lot of different ways.
Yes.
Fear of being rejected by, what if they don't say yes to me? What if they don't like my stuff?
Or what if they don't like me? That's why the whole like and trust thing has gone off the rails.
Yeah. The fear of being rejected in any way, even in the dating world.
Absolutely.
People don't even risk rejection anymore.
Absolutely.
They swipe left and right. And if they don't swipe and match, we don't even try.
Bye.
Yeah.
One no. Okay, bye.
Yes. Or anything that's not completely in alignment with me, boom, gone.
Yeah. And I think under the fear of rejection, you have what often becomes or is impostor syndrome.
Yeah. And what if they find that I'm really just me?
I'm
just little old me.
I'm just the wizard behind the curtain.
Right. What if they discover I'm not the most brilliant person in the world? Okay.
Shaki said, I don't go to bed until 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, you gonna stop.
You two kids, I tell you. Lisa thought she was ahead of Sharky when she went to bed last night.
I did. I actually ran around in the bathroom waiting for my shower to get hot so that I could get those extra steps in because I had just a little buffer. But then I woke up and she was 1,000 steps in front of me. I was like, where does that come from? Hey, Sheila, thank you for joining us again.
Sharky,
she says this is a great topic.
You guys are going to compete each other into great shape.
Yes.
Okay, good. So fear of rejection and all its different fissures and facets. That's a fear that holds people back. Fear of rejection. You know what? When you're rejected, you don't lose your life. Okay, and you get to recover from it. Even if you're ridiculed, it's okay. Just getting rejected. If you've been rejected before, I'm a man. I've been told no many a times. Okay, it's no problem. Fear of rejection is not fatal.
Well, I think that women have less experience, or at least coming back from school time.
Yeah.
I think that we have less experience with
being rejected
because it wasn't a part of like what we had to do. We waited to be chosen.
Imagine if a woman made advances towards a man and let it be obviously known to him that she's interested and she wants to see him, and he says, "No, I'm not interested." Look at you. See? You saw you start shaking your head? Just that little thing. That could be devastating to some, right?
I don't know if it can be devastating or not.
Okay.
But Sheila says, I had a few companies in North Carolina and I had to close them down, and having so much anxiety to start again. Yes, I definitely know about that one. The anxiety to start again was, it was a tremendous, overwhelming feeling for me. Into the Empowerment Center, I couldn't even conceptualize having another facility. I had to close that facility.
Lisa had a facility when I met her called the Empowerment Center. She had it before we got together, and it expanded during the time we were together, and then we ended up losing it. Just because they had this crazy rule that if you didn't pay all the rent all the time, on time, they can kick you out.
Well, that exactly what it was. Initially, a portion of the rent was in kind for our nonprofit that
initially,
and then there was a period that there was a changing of the guard, if you will, and they decided that instead of the in kind portion, they wanted the whole entire portion, and almost $6,000 a month. And I carried it for as long as I could, and I couldn't carry it anymore.
But she felt great loss when we lost it. Now, when I found out we lost it, my immediate thought was, no problem, find another place. I was actively looking for another place.
That was not my
She was not there.
But anyway, and I got pissed off when he would even talk about it.
Yeah, this is location right over there, baby.
Yeah, it was like overwhelming. Shaki says, I'm reading, written over 100 years ago by William H. Danforth. I got the book recommendation from Napoleon Hill's Success Through PMA.
Yes, Positive Mental Attitude. Yes. See how cool that is? That's a great book. I dare you. Your rejection holds us back, but it can be conquered. It can be conquered, but it has to keep being fought. You have to fight it again and again and again, but it can be conquered. The fear of change. The fear of change. I want to do
excuse me.
I don't want to have to do TikTok. I don't want to have to do Reels. That's not my thing. Do business the way I used to do business. Okay, I don't want to have to learn how to do that. I don't want to sing and dance and do stuff like that. I don't want to. That's a change.
That's a change. And I think that change, the fear of change, is one of those obscure fears because everything changes.
I don't want to have a funnel system. I don't want to have to do it. That's not the way we used to do it.
Oh, well, good luck with that.
The fear of change holds us on hold. I told Lisa the story this morning. It wasn't that long ago. It was in early 2000s, something like that. I went to a hotel out of town. It was a nice hotel. and they pulled out a big ledger style to register me into the hotel. A book. And wrote on it with a pen. And they gave me a metal key. I'm like, what the heck is this?
They couldn't survive today.
No way. That business is going to go under if it hasn't already.
Yeah. They could not survive today because of the way that things are done. They're electronic. I remember, I actually met with someone that refuses to use ATMs because computers are running the world. They don't have like this kind of phone, smartphone. They don't have a smartphone. They have a like a jitterbug, and they refuse to use ATMs. They will only go into a bank for a transaction. They won't do any online billing or bill pay. And I mean, I think that was a generation ago.
Hamstring that makes this person's business, his life, anything, buying any groceries. He's hamstringing himself. He's making it difficult for himself.
Yeah.
Change to make things easier. You know, remember when we used to send out letters, actual letters to people to offer services. We don't send out letters anymore.
Actually, I got a letter today to offer services, and for the moment I said, wow, this is so freaking old school.
But it was cool?
But it wasn't that it was old. It was that it was appropriate. It was something that I was actually looking for. So they probably use a combination of electronic and snail mail.
Right.
Because snail mail is actually becoming a little bit more advocated for, particularly
because it's rare.
Exactly, particularly because it's rare. More often than not, a mail that is not looking like a bill. It's obvious. It's often something that you want to read. It's a letter. It's what you call a card, birthday card,
greeting card, some kind of card.
right? Or check.
Which is good too.
I don't send it to my account.
The three primary fears of entrepreneurs: the fear of rejection, the fear of change. One is fear of success.
The fear of success.
What if it works? If I start building this business as a great speaker, I'm going to be traveling the country. My wife's going to be left at home, and she's going to be wondering stuff. And then when I get home, I'm going to get grilled. Or if I start making, we heard this weekend. If I start making money, I'm going to be in a higher tax bracket.
I'm going to have to pay more taxes, or it's going to affect my Social Security.
I've heard those
or my disability.
It's going to affect my disability. It's going to affect my this. There's going to be an adverse consequence if I succeed. Yes. And sometimes people have to get really, really creative to come up with an adverse consequence. People are not going to like me anymore if I start making a lot of money.
Right.
Really? What are my friends going to think of me?
That fear.
You got the screen.
Sorry about that. I got it.
Okay. That fear of success it impedes a lot of entrepreneurs. And what it does is it throws a monkey wrench in your game, and it causes you to self-sabotage.
So something struck Sheila. It's funny. She just got laughs in there, but I don't know what it is. Shaki says, yep, on the snail mail. Now, Facebook user, I can't see who you are because of the devices that I'm using. She says, good morning, empowerment couple. This was on time and glad I tuned in. I can't see exactly who it is, so if you would let me know who it be, I will be happy to say morning to thee.
Okay. Yeah, and as you can see, we're in our car because we both have someplace to be. It's Howard McFadden.
Oh, hey.
Howard McFadden says, good morning, awesome empowerment couple. This was on time and glad I tuned in. Howard McFadden, you are doing a lot of stuff too. As I see you on Facebook, you're posting positive, showcasing yourself, going and doing and being and having. And that's inspiring, Howie. Good for you.
Good job. Good
morning, Sister Trevor Ellis and Miss Phyllis George. Good morning to all of you guys.
Once again, Shaki, you got to go to bed earlier. You need your beauty sleep. 1 o'clock in the morning is too late to be up.
We're talking today. We have an abbreviated show,
yeah,
and we're in our car, obviously. But we're talking today about the 3 primary fears of the entrepreneur. Fear of rejection is number 1. The fear of change is number 2,
mm-hmm.
and the fear of success
Yes.
is number 3.
The fear of success. What will happen when you win?
You know, you and I did a workshop one time that wasn't like a part of our show. It was called The 6 Ghosts of Fear. I saw it pop up on my Facebook memories, and we had stuff on there on the driver behind us that scares entrepreneurs, the fears. You know, like loneliness was on the board, lack of money, lack of resources.
Wow.
The 6 Ghosts of Fear. We did that probably 3-4 years ago.
Absolutely. I'm telling you. Oh, today is also Shouted Out Friday, so I want to definitely shout you guys out. We have the most amazing empowerment circle that there is. We sent out a clarion cry yesterday to support a clarion call. You can say clarion cry.
It's clarion call.
Anyway. Regarding the back to school drive that is going to be on August the 20th. We want to attend to an underserved area so that the children can go back to school and not have to worry about having their school supplies and their book bags.
One less thing.
And we got such a response. I want to say thank you. We're still collecting.
Thank you.
But for those of you that have already donated, we are matched to $100.
Lisa and I are, yes.
Yes, Brian and I are matching up to $100 of whatever your donation is. So if you donate $50, amen, thank you, we did, then you will match it and it will actually become $100. We're grateful to all of you that consistently understand the importance of giving. The ways to give are listed on the screen below. You can cash out me at Lisa Santiago McNeill. Make sure it's the whole thing, Lisa Santiago McNeill, and put in the subject BTS for back to school. And Venmo me, not Zelle, Venmo. And my phone number is 704-493-2035.
You figure out how to get money off of Venmo?
Yeah, I could always get.
I never could figure out Venmo or Zelle. So anyway, I don't mess with them. But that's fear of change. Okay, fear of change. The fear of success. The fear of success. That's one. That manifests itself a lot. And all of these, I would love to hear somebody's ideas about how would you conquer the fear of rejection? How would you conquer the fear of change? And how would you conquer the fear of success? These things that hold entrepreneurs back.
Now, Shaki, something that's interesting. She said, I don't get active until after 5, Lisa, but the tip, I'm aiming for 10,000 steps daily, and I keep going until I hit it. So here's the thing. I had a missing day in there. So I have done 13,000 steps in one day for 2, which means that I could probably 10,000 steps a day. So when we go at it again, I got you.
Good morning, Mr. William Brown. How you doing? We talked about the 3 primary fears of entrepreneurs.
Shaki says, yes, Brian, Lisa and I are going to compete our way to strong hearts, lungs, and calves. That's right, baby. That's right, baby.
Strong hearts, lungs, and calves.
Yep.
It's going to be other strong hearts and lungs, primary cardio health. That's amazing. But both are going to regain your ideal bodies. Whatever that is for you, you're going to have it happen because of this.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. Good morning, Chef Rev. I don't think so.
But anyway, the 3, I'm going to repeat them again. The 3 primary fears of entrepreneurs. Number 1 is the fear of rejection.
The fear of rejection. Number 2,
the fear of change.
The fear of change.
And number 3 is the fear of success. Let me ask this question. What if you could totally conquer? What if you didn't have these fears? If you didn't have the fear of rejection, if you weren't afraid at all of rejection, if you didn't fear change at all and adopt new technologies, if you weren't any afraid of success at all, matter of fact, you were anticipating and wanted to and expected success. If you had to conquer what happened in your life.
Mm-hmm. This was a conquering a fear. This right here, this setup in the car with seconds to spare and no computer, only a tablet and a phone to operate all of the behind the scenes technology.
Lisa
and be able to see while getting him out of the house on time. And he also was very industrious this morning and did another recording. So all before 9 o'clock.
I had to do another recording this morning, and the first three of them I weren't happy to do it again, and one was kind of close, and I was like, so I redid it. I had to do an amazing recording that lasted 1 minute long, but I wanted mine to be great, so I had to redo it and redo it and redo it, and I finally got it to the place I liked it, and I sent it, and I was like, I ran into Lisa's office to start the show. I'm like, oh shoot, Lisa, Brian, I need you to hurry. Now I had a shirt and tie, the recording. Lisa's like, Brian, we gotta hurry up, we gotta go. I'm like, you're right, we gotta go. What can I do? I had on a shirt and a tie and short pants, because in today's world, we only have to dress from the top up.
Woohoo! Got a cash app from Shaki. More donations coming in. I really appreciate you guys. It will allow us to pre-order the books. And here's the other thing that we got, because we got such amazing people in the circle. So we have some children's book authors. And one of the children's book authors reached out to me, and she said, would it be all right if I come and set up a corner and do a book reading for the kids? And I was like, wait a minute. Yes, we're going to have a reading corner for the kids. And today I'm speaking with help me with some additional funds, because we want to be able to give books away at that reading corner. Here's why. In the Title I districts, which is where we're going to be, the lower income schools areas, they actually attribute lower reading scores and lower learning scores to the fact that the children have access to their own books in their own homes. So this way we get to start a library for the kids. We're going to be doing a giveaway. I'm trying to get the money for that today. So keep your fingers crossed. Pray for me. I'm going to be decision makers today, and I'm excited.
Catch up the comments. Mark Greer says, nothing wrong with using the car. I do it all women. Nothing wrong with using the car. I do it all the time. That's Mark Greer. Holly McFadden says, oh my OMGGG. If I didn't have any of the three fears, we would be such a force to be reckoned with. We'll work on conquering my fears and go forth. Amen. The awareness of that, Howie, helps to make that happen.
Absolutely.
And if you can get someone to be helpful, an advocate, a friend, or an accountability partner. William Brown says, question that I have, why do you have to conquer your fears? Can you do it with your fear? I think I would argue that you do want to conquer your fears, at least to a degree, and keep conquering them, because trying to do it with the fear does things to you. It serves as an impediment. It serves as a safeguard. It serves as a way to stop you from doing a thing. Me, trying to do it with the fear. I know the expression, feel the fear and do it anyway.
Book by Dr. Susan Jeffers.
That makes sense to me in title, but also imagine trying to do it with the fear. It's like driving your car with emergency brake on.
You can do it.
You could do it, but it's dragging. Okay. Les Brown tells the story about back driveway. He didn't realize his emergency brake was on. He was wondering what the hell's wrong with his car. He said, I'm giving it so much gas and so much power. And then once he realized, he let go of that brake, let go of that fear. Yes.
The funnel opens. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. And Chef Rev says it's Friday. You know what that means? Friday night, date night.
That's right. That's right.
And he goes on to say, fear is a motivator.
It can be. So we're talking today about it can be a motivator. It can also be a demotivator. Dr. Beverly says, good morning, great people. Lisa and I, we have to go shortly. It's an abbreviated show. We are in the parking lot of our doctor's office. We both have doctor's appointments today, and we both need checkups today, too. So.
And Bill says, I'm looking forward to sharing my Beyond the Shelf series with the children. Yay, I'm looking forward to it as well. We're going to have an awesome reading corner at the giveaway. The giveaway will be on August 20th at 1312 Tillmine Road. And if I misspoke that address, I will confirm it for you guys when we get closer to it.
I think you're right.
And I am looking forward to it. Shaki says, so how does one conquer the fear?
Let's pose it to the room instead of just me telling you. How does one conquer those fears? Because I would say, once you do the thing you fear, the death of fear is certain. Do it anyway, like along the lines of what Bill was saying. But also, I think you can study fear to death. You can learn about all the different things about it, and that crushes the fear.
Brother Mark says,
the question is, Why do you have that fear? Oftentimes, if you know why you fear something, you find you don't need to fear a thing. You deal with the thing. You don't need to fear it, you need to deal with it. I like that, Mark, very much so.
So we're going to go real quick because we don't have very much time. We've got to run inside. And our first person up, we're going to...
Maybe let's go to songs today. We're in a parking lot. It's very, very public. We can't do it with full throat enthusiasm. Let's just keep going until we have to leave.
Well, we have to leave now.
All right. Well, we're going to thank you guys for showing up with us today because we do have to go inside. 3 fears and figure out a way to conquer them. We'll see you back here on Monday. And you guys have a beautiful rest of the day and beautiful weekend.
That's right. And while you're at it, don't forget to...
Bye.